Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to West End Jazz again. During COVID, we were one of the few organizations who really didn't have to shut down. We produced 40 TV specials during the time. We were limited to have only maximum 10 people in the studio, but we were producing TV shows. So thanks again, and before any further ado,
Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. Fremde, étranger, stranger.
Glücklich zu sehen, je suis enchanté. Happy to see you, bleibest to stay.
Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. Im Cabaret, au Cabaret, tout Cabaret. Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. Im Cabaret, au Cabaret, tout Cabaret. Oh, willkommen, meine Damen und Herren, to the beautiful Oakville Conference Center. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's like a cross between a brothel in the 1920s and a school gymnasium. How many people here have had a colonoscopy? Well, I just had my first colonoscopy. And as a special treat for all of you tonight, you will be receiving a link in your email to a video of my colonoscopy. I'm telling you, it is a very dramatic short film with many twists and turns and a surprise ending. How many people here have had COVID? Oh, how many people here haven't had COVID? Oh, well, stick around. It could be your lucky night. And now for a tale of lust and greed and murder. All things near and dear to our hearts.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz, start the car, I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz. Skadoodle and all that jazz. Ha-cha! Whoopee! And all that jazz. Hats! 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 Slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes. And all that jazz, I hear that Father Dip is gonna blow the blues. And all that jazz, come on, hun, we're gonna bunny hug. I bought some aspirin down at United Drug in case we shake apart and want a brand new start to do that jazz. Find a flask, we're playing fast and loose. And all that jazz, right up here is where I store the juice. And all that jazz, come on babe, we're gonna brush the sky. I bet you Lucky Lynn, they never flew so high. 'Cause in the stratosphere, how could he lend an ear to all that jazz. Oh, you're gonna see a shiver, shimmy, shake, and all that jazz. Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her goddess break, and all that jazz. Show her where the Parker girdle, how her mother's blood'll curdle if she hear her baby's queer for all that jazz. All that jazz. Come on, babe, we're gonna paint the town and all that jazz. I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down and all that jazz. On the floor, we're playing fast and loose. I bet you're lucky landing never flew so high. It's in the stratosphere. How could she land in here to all that jazz? Are we ready? Thank you.
Oh my God, that was the cat's meow.
You know, it was. It's one of that's
Yeah, that
like
was
the bee's knees.
Yeah,
that
the
was one of those
cat's pajamas,
sayings.
the cat's meow, the bee's
There were
knees.
some other ones. Let me
The
think.
walrus's overcoat was a very popular expression.
No, I don't think that
Yeah,
was.
No, I'm pretty sure. In my coffee, you're the salt in my stew. You will always be my necessity, I'd be lost without you. You're the starch in my collar, you're the lace in my shoe. You will always be my necessity, I'd be lost without you. Most men tell love tales, and each tale dovetails. You've heard each known way, this way is my own way. You're the sail of my love boat, you're the captain and crew. You will always be my necessity, I'd be lost without you. All right, this next tune, is it a Cole Porter tune? Maybe. Is it? No, it is. There you go. See? Haven't lost it. This next tune is always good advice. You could have a great career, and you should, yes you should. Only one thing stops you, dear. You're too good, way too good. If you want a future, darling, get a past. 'Cause that faithful moments come around at last. We're all alone, no chaperone can get outnumbered. The world's in slumber, let's misbehave. There's something wild about you, child, that's so contagious. Let's be outrageous, let's misbehave. When Adam won Eve's hand, he wouldn't stand for teasing. He didn't care about those apples out of season. They say that spring means just one thing to little lovebirds. We're not above birds, let's misbehave. It's getting late, and while I wait, my poor heart aches on. Why put the brakes on? Let's misbehave. I feel quite sure un peu d'amour would be attractive. While we're still active, let's misbehave. You know my heart is true when you say you for me care. Somebody sure to tell, but what the hell do we care? They say that bears have love affairs and even camels. We're merely mammals, let's misbehave.
kisses too. I never knew what they could do. I can't believe that you're in love. love with me. You're telling everyone I know I'm on your mind each place you go. I can't believe you're in love with me. I have always placed you far above me. I just can't imagine that you love me. And after all is said and done, to think that I'm the lucky one, I can't believe you're in love with me. I can't believe you're in love with me. Thanks so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we do tunes from the 20s and 30s. And a very important part of that time and period was the cabaret scene in Berlin before the Second World War, under the Weimar Republic. And it was a time where a lot of very interesting kind of political songs were going on in the cabaret scene. And this next one is a good example of that, written by two of the probably most famous authors that came out of that scene, Bertolt Brecht and Kurt Weill. This was written for, next tune is written for Brecht's play, The Rise and Fall of the City of Mahagani. And it's a very, very odd, and who did the arrangement for this? Brent Turner, a very interesting arrangement by Brent Turner. It kind of gives a real picture of the decadence and also political commentary of that time, when inflation was 3,000%, and people were doing pretty much anything for money. The Moon of Alabama.
Oh, show us the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For we must find the next whiskey bar. For if we don't find the next whiskey bar, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you we must die. Oh, moon of Alabama, we now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama, and must have whiskey, or you know why. Oh, moon of Alabama, we now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama, and must have whiskey, oh, you know why. Oh, show us the way to the next pretty boy. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, we must find the next pretty boy. For if we don't find the next pretty boy, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you we must die. Oh, moon of Alabama, boys, oh, you know why. Oh, moon of Alabama, we now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama, and must have boys, oh, you know why. Oh, show us the way to the next little dollar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For we must find the next little dollar. For if we don't find the next little dollar, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you we must die. Oh, moon of Alabama, we now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama, and must have dollars, or you know why. Oh, moon of Alabama, we now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama, and must have dollars, or you know why.
Tanya Wells, ladies and gentlemen, on not tonight, but soon, on June 10th, the Swing Shift Orchestra is going to be here, and it's a big band show. That performance will be on June 10th, a tribute to Gene Krupke and Buddy Rich, two of arguably the greatest drummers ever. Please give a warm welcome to one of Canada's most versatile drummers, Juno-nominated Mark Kelso. ladies and gentlemen, in the Winter Garden Orchestra. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, all of us just want love. That's all we want. We just want love. And we want people to love us, not because we deserve it, not because we've earned it, just because we need it. And we certainly don't want people to love us for our money. I don't have that problem. My baby doesn't care if, you know, I drive a 22-year-old Honda Civic. She doesn't care that I don't take her out to fancy places. That we just want to stay home, watch TV. Let's stay home and watch TV. My baby just cares for me. My baby don't care for clothes. My baby don't care for shows. My baby just cares for me. My baby don't care for silks and laces. My baby don't care for high-toned places. My baby don't care for rings or other expensive things. She's sensible as can be. My baby don't care who knows it. My baby just cares for me. My baby don't care to own 9 or 10 carat stones. My baby just cares for me. My baby don't care who knows it. My baby just cares for me. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's gardening season. Gardening season. Any people gardening here? You look like a bunch of gardeners, some of you. Yeah. It's true, they do. They kind of look like gardeners to me. I can't see past the lights, but anyone here grow marijuana now that it's legal? You know, how many, I'm not sure how many plants you get. I think it's like 4 or 6. Or I have a brother-in-law who says it's like 12, but... this next tune is about a plant, but it's a very, very different kind of pot plant. Ein kleiner grüner Kaktus. In the garden, so many species of tulips, roses, and narcissi. Rich people buy them, these pretty flowers, but they don't do anything for me. My little green cactus sits on the balcony. Holla-dee, holla-dee, holla-do. What do I need red roses or bright red poppies for? Holla-dee, holla-dee, holla-do. And if some Tom or Dick comes at me with a stick, I get out my green cactus and it pricks, pricks, pricks. My little green cactus sits on the balcony. Holla-dee, holla-dee, holla-do. Some people ask me, what is it you see in this nasty spiny pot plant? It isn't pretty, a little whiffy, but it does things that other plants can't. My little green cactus sits on the balcony. Holla-dee, holla-dee, holla-do.
Man findet gewöhnlich die Frauen ähnlich, den Blumen, die sie gerne haben. Doch ich sag täglich, das ist nicht möglich. Was sollen die Leute von mir sagen? Mein kleiner grüner Kaktus steht draußen am Balkon. Holla-dee, holla-dee, holla-do. Was brauch ich roten Rosen? Was brauch ich roten Mond? Hollari, hollari, hollaro. Und wenn ein Bösewicht was Ungezogenes spricht, dann hollen meine Kaktus und der steckt, steckt, steckt. Mein kleiner grüner Kaktus steht draußen am Balkon. Hollari, hollari, hollaro. Today at 4, I knock upon the door. So strange for such a lonely caller. It was Mr. Wilbur, our next door neighbor. He said,
Excuse me. May I ask if you have a small green cactus upon your balcony? Holla-dee, holla-dee, holla-do. I think it has just fallen. What do you make of that? Holla-dee, holla-dee, holla-do. It fell right on my face. It hit me like a brick. Now I know your little green cactus pricks, pricks, pricks. Keep your horrid cactus on your bloody balcony. Holla-dee, holla-dee, holla-do. Holla-dee, holla-dee, holla-do. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Well,
Just,
it's looking a little worse for wear.
I think they have a cream for that, Ted.
Yeah, I think, well, that's just what happens to them as they get older. Speaking of love, there's an experience that you get when you're in love. And I'm talking about right at the beginning. And it's as though the entire universe shrinks until all you can see is the face of the loved one. That's all you can see. Now, obviously, it wouldn't be my face in here, but, substitute as you will. And there are many poets who have tried to describe this particular emotional state. The great metaphysical poet, John Donne, said, "She is all states and all princes' eye." And the great Canadian poet, Bruce Cockburn, said, "When two lovers really love, there's nothing there but a suddenly compact universe of skin, and breath, and hair. And then there's this one. My love must be a kind of blind love. I can't see anyone but you. And dear, I wonder if you find love an optical illusion too. Are there stars out tonight? I don't know if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I only have eyes for you, dear. The moon may be bright, but I can't see a thing in the sky, 'cause I only have eyes for you. I don't know if we're in a garden or on a crowded avenue. You are here, so am I. Maybe millions of people go by, but they all disappear from view. And I only have eyes for you. I don't know if we're in a garden or on a crowded avenue. You are here, so am I. Maybe millions of people go by, but they all disappear from view. And I only have eyes for you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you know, it's all a racket. It's all a racket. Whether it's the price of oil, well, not in this particular case. Whether it's the Catholic Church, whether it's the banks, it's all a racket. And this next tune is all about that. Another tune from the cabaret scene in 1930s Berlin. It's all a swindle.
Papa schwindelt, Mama schwindelt, tut sie bloß auf ihren Mund. Tante Ottilia und die Familie und sogar der kleine Hund. Und da sieht man's aus der Nähe, jedes Band und jede Ehe, jede Küssen, deren Betriebe und sogar die große Liebe. Und die ganze heutige Zeit, ja sogar der Ehrlichkeit. Alles Schwindel, überall wohin du guckst und wohin du spuckst. Alles ist heute ein Gesindel, jedes Girl und jeder Boy, es wird einem schlecht dabei. Es wird einem schwindlig von dem Schwindel, alles Schwindel und berufen, toi, toi, toi. Politicians are magicians who make swindles disappear. Poof! The bribes they're taking, the deals they're making, never reach the public's ear. The left betrays, the right dismays, the country's broken, guess who pays? But taxis swindle in the making. Profits will be record-breaking. Everyone swindles some, so vote for who will steal for you. Life's a swindle, yes, it's all a swindle, so get what you can from your fellow man. Like boys and girls today would rather steal than play, and we don't care, we tell them get your share. Life is short and greed's in season, all mankind has lost its reason. Life is good, knock on wood, knock knock. Bürger schwindelt, Staatsmann schwindelt, Schwindel, was die Zeitung schreibt. Moral und Sitte, rechts, links und Mitte, ehrlich ist, was übrig bleibt. Alles sucht dich zu betrügen, na sonst musst ich wirklich lügen. Eins, das kann ich gleich beteuern, könnt den Schwindelmann besteuern. Hätte der Stadt nicht Sorgen mehr, denn dann wäre er Millionär. Alles schwindelt, überall wohin du guckst und wohin du spuckst. Alles ist heute ein Gesindel, jedes Girl und jeder Boy, es wird einem schlecht dabei, es wird einem schwindlig von dem Schwindel. Alles schwindelt, unberufen, toi, toi, toi. The Winter Garden Orchestra song is one that I have written and was arranged by Brent Turner, and it is a complete shift from the one we just did. It's a love song, and it's about well, you'll get a sense, a young woman having a dream. She hears the call of the city, imagines just how pretty those lights would be. Spectacular nights would be with someone to love. She feels his arms as they're dancing, they're sure to be romancing the night away. A beautiful sight, they'll say, with someone to love. She sits alone with her dreams, so enchanting it seems it might never end. Who this stranger might be, there's a mystery, so she'll just pretend. Somehow her heart knows the answer when destiny and chance meet one moonlit night. Before her a wondrous sight, but someone to love. Mr. Jordan Clapham. Somehow her heart knows the answer when destiny and chance meet one moonlit night. Before her a wondrous sight, her someone to love. Till then her dreams are her own, but she's not alone. She hopes he's watching stars above. Her someone to Thanks so much. That featured also Mr. Bill Beecroft on the trombone. Thanks. What you doing?
Tanya Wills, ladies and gentlemen, words and music. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do one more tune, then we're going to take a short break. This last tune of this first set, and we're going to come back with more awesome music from the 20s and 30s in the Winter Garden Orchestra. This next tune, every single decade, every single generation has its dance craze, whether it was the twist or the freak or the funky chicken or mashed potato. And every time a new dance craze comes about, or that other one, sort of one like that, that's actually not a good example of what I'm about to talk about, but every time a new dance craze comes out like that, the older generation thinks that the world is going to end because, and in this case, not only in the 20s were young girls going out in open motor cars and smoking cigarettes with gentlemen they weren't married to, but they were, and listening to jazz. They were doing the Charleston. Carolina. Some dance, some prance, I'll say. Better than finer is the Charleston, Charleston. Boy, how you can shuffle. Every step you do leads to something new. Man, I'm telling you, it's a lot pursuit. But dance, wing dance, will be a back number. But the Charleston, the new Charleston, that dance is sure to come sometime. You'll dance it one time, and then it's called the Charleston, made in South Carolina. Drove them crazy back in the 20s. They thought it was the apocalypse. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Winter Garden Orchestra.